Who needs a hand when you can play from Exile?
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm revisiting Prosper Tome-Bound. One of the best things about this card is everything about this card. Prosper Tome-Bound it's a self-filling engine. It puts cards in Exile so you can cast them from Exile so you can make treasures. It's also a 1/4 with Death Touch, which is pretty tough for some decks to attack into, and it plays nicely with all the other cards that put things in Exile, or give you extra tokens, or give you more mana off of your treasures, or other value off your treasures. Prosper Tome-Bound is great, and always gets better as new sets come out. In fact, we got a bunch of new cards from recent sets, like the various heisting cards, or adventure cards, or discover cards that all work great with Prosper, because all of these put things into Exile for you to cast, or just cast things from Exile on their own. And because this is a black and red deck, our removal has gotten even better. We've been upgraded. We have Bitter Triumphs, Toxic Deluges, and Damnations to catch us up when we fall behind. And of course, we have my beloved Roaming Throne to double not just one of Prosper's abilities, but both of Prosper's abilities, putting 2 cards in Exile, and then making 2 treasures when you cast or play something from Exile. Prosper is great, and the synergy with Prosper goes pretty deep. Whether it's the treasure synergy off something like a Crime Novelist, Zorn, Facebreaker, Goldspan Dragon, or if it's the exiling synergy off cards like Lelia, there's always more ways to approach Prosper. So how I've approached Prosper is by putting a lot of various crime cards in this deck, because you can exile your opponent's cards and cast them, and I think it's really fun. But I do also like that some of those cards, which put things in Exile for you to cast them, are themselves cards that get put into Exile so you can cast them, like Decadent Dragon. That's right, we're operating on multiple layers of synergy here with Prosper. So let's take this into the queue and live long and prosper. Etali, Primal Conqueror. Exiles cards and casts them for free. They're also going to be ramping and ramping, 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 and ramping to get to Etali. We're going to be doing a little bit of ramping too, since that's what my hand has in it. It has ramp. Curse you, Llanowar Elf, that I can't actually kill this turn, because this doesn't generate red until turn 2! Somberwald Sage. Oh, that's the nuts. They just got, like, the ultimate in ramp. Unfortunately, these would not tap for colored mana. So we're going to have to just fire off that lightning bolt, not getting any ramp in. I guess I could have started with a Blood-Soaked Insight. That probably would have worked. Or, I guess, with the Sanguine Morass? That sounds right. Now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Well, I have Ironcrag. And Cold Steel Heart. Only in black. Nice tappy lands. Yeah, they probably have, like, some big other spells they're ramping into as well, like Eldrazi and stuff. Unless they're the weird mirror match version of Etali that's like, hey, I actually put less good stuff in my deck, so you can't take it. So this will discount Etali, makes them cost 6. So they have enough mana for Etali next turn. They're also going to get a spell off the spell book here. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, dinosaurs. Tranquil Throwback! They can pay 1 green to get rid of one of these. Chat, am I still connected? Okay, one moment, please. You can see and hear me. Okay, I haven't dropped any frames. I'm still live on Twitch. There we go. I can't do x equals 3, but I can do x equals 1, which will take out those two. And I may as well throw this down first, so I will. And I have x equals 1. Makes it so Etali is probably not coming out this turn. We get ourselves a treasure. Treasure's great for Prosper. Pass the turn back. Yeah, that was a very strange crash. Yeah, that didn't even burn through one of my timers. Key to the archives to look for the goods. A Doomblade. I'll drop the Doomblade. I already have single target removal in hand. And here comes Prosper. No Ironcrag, not yet. Though I did hit, like, all my mana rocks. So maybe in the future. Yeah, that was a strange error to run into. But we accept that Arena is silly. They don't have enough mana to play Etali. We like that. We take that. I'll play my Mountain. Robber of the Rich. Go to combat. I'll swing in with both. See what we steal. Okay, we stole Hulking Raptor. Because I stole the Hulking Raptor, I'm going to kill the Frillback. Unless... Koglet and Yudaro, they're discarding it to draw a card and destroy Spiteful Banditry, so I will not get another treasure. Fair. Just gonna see what we got here first. Okay, Professional Facebreaker. And in Exile, I have a Prismatic Vista. Not another land, but they did find a ramp. Expand the sphere. Looking at the top cards, finding 2 lands. Yeah, I got lands too. Look at this, bam. So they can play Etali next turn. I'm going to put at least 1 card into Exile here. Let me try again, see if I can find something else interesting. Or playable. There we go, Decadent Dragon. Expensive Taste. Pass from Exile, gets me more things. That's a Henge, it's pretty great, I'll take it. Use that for the Decadent Dragon. Do we draw? Okay, more land. This is their key to the archive. I'm gonna save that. See, we just hit off Prosper here. Monkey! Yeah, we have lots of treasure makers, and kind of like Ragavan, if you steal a spell with the Decadent Dragon's Expensive Taste, you do have to pay the colored pips. They've got Fable the Mirror Breaker from me and an X-cost spell from them that got a dud. But this is still a good card. It's a very good card. It's so good, it's been banned. Well, it's not, I guess, banned in anything right now, but it has been banned previously. Nice. So much mana. I'm gonna use Key to the Archive to see what spell I can get. Putrefy. I'll take it. Dropping Cavern of Souls, since neither of us are really, you know, doing that. We putrefy the Etali. I'm gonna get the top 4 cards of their deck. And they're gonna leave. Okay, cool. And my cat just came into the room. Oh, win-win. GG. Kirik, son of Yawgmoth, lets you turn your black mana into Phyrexian mana. And that means that life is a resource. They are going to be paying tons of life in order to deal a lot of both mental and physical damage to me. Probably seizing my thoughts as I will be seizing theirs. And killing my creatures. Alright, let's start with a little bit of crime. Putting things in exile is always great for Prosper. Okay, I got a Feed the Swarm. I'm gonna use this treasure to Thoughtseize them. Invoke Despair, Scourge of the Skyclaves. Oh, that's fun with the, making life total go down. They currently do have some good lifelinky stuff, but I feel like I'll be able to destroy creatures, so I'm gonna hit their ramp. And then do some ramping of my own. Yeah, I have a board wipe in hand, so that's cool. Who's a good girl? Perhaps are you gaming? He's getting brushed. He loves getting brushed. He says, this is the most fun anyone's ever had being a kitty. Where somebody takes a little comb and brushes your florfy little tummy. Yes, thank you, girl. That was very cute. Be gone, Vito! I didn't get a land. And I can't steal one off this either. Actually, I can steal an MDFC off it. Oh! That was a Sanguine Bond. They're running some mono black combos in their deck. That is worth noting. Alright, so we got Beseech the Mirror, Crux of Fate, and Necro Dominance. If I were a braver woman. I already have a board wipe in hand, so I'll be beseeching. Can I brush your tummy a little more? No? You only want your head brushed? Your scruff brushed? Oh, to be a kitty. So they needed one more land in order to get Kirik out here. And playing the Scourge would be bad because it would just be dead immediately. They push Tiny Monkey! What would I want? What would I even want off Beseech the Mirror? I don't know. I'm gonna play Prosper. I feel like I'd probably get like Key to the Archive just to get myself to Camille. That's a land. Prosper, are you dead? Yep, there she goes. There she goes. Graveyard Trespasser gains them a tiny bit of life by exiling a creature from my graveyard. Oh, sure, I'll pay life. I love paying life. Gotta be one of my favorite hobbies. And they're conceding, because we're going to be getting value every turn. Scraps, you knocked the frog off my microphone. That was very rude of you. Where'd it go? Bro, where'd you put it? Where'd you put Michael? Glarb, Calamity's Augur, a Sultai commander that lets you play lands and cast spells that cost 4 more mana from the top of your deck. Scraps, do you like frogs? I don't know if she's ever seen a frog. She's seen crabs. She's seen lobsters. She's seen fish. I don't think she's ever seen a frog. Many wet animals, but not frogs among them. I'll start with this land that's not actually a land, but it is a land. But it's not a land. It's a good card is what it is. Ooh, Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Cool. I'll play that now while it comes in untapped. Next turn I'll have Liliana or Professional Facebreaker. Is it Glarbin time? Ugh, Nadu. Have you felt really happy that you have an Edict? I mean, all the time, but like... So Glarb! You, some sort of a nasty boy? Because you're hanging out with some real rude company here. Yeah, Nadu. Scraps, do you like Nadu? Yeah, because I want to eat him. She wants to eat the birds. She's purring. It doesn't get picked up by the mic because I have so many filters on, but like... Thanks, girl. She's so cute. Go ahead and kill their Shuldred and start generating treasures. Bats can eat a Nadu as a treat. Would you like that, girl? I think she would. Decide if I want to hold this Blood-Soaked Insight. Just play it as a land this turn. I'm just going to play a regular land, since I have another land, and I have a bunch of other mana generation. Hi, Glarb! Goldspan Dragon? Swinging in with both of these to get more treasures. I could steal. Of course I'm gonna choose stealing. I know me. I chose to stole. Alright, we got land, consider, and Squirm and Emergence. Neat. I will be casting those next turn, not this turn. For now, I will just go ahead and bedevil. Actually, maybe I'll use this 1 extra mana for the consider. Yeah, that sounds good. Consider the following. I'm considering that my cat is... Yeah, girl, I love you so much. You are so in the way, it's the best. I'm gonna drop the Toxic Deluge. Honey, no. She's messing with the piece of paper that has all the different Brawl commanders people suggest on it. Oh, there's a picture of a kitty on there. Maybe that's why she's attacking it. Oh, look, a Toxic Deluge. Is this because I stopped brushing you? Baby, I'm trying to play the game. I'm trying to play Magic the Gathering. I know, you're such a hater. That's why I love you so much, because you're my little hater. Gee, I wonder if they have a wash away. Yeah, wash it away. It was cast from outside of hands. Don't you want to counter it? Was a miscast? Hold up. Hold up. Kind of like that. Yeah, I'll pay 3. I have 3 mana. That sure isn't a spell that costs 4 more mana, Glarb. Are you sure that should be in your deck? Neither of this. Neither is this. Neither is this. Neither is this. Neither is this. Buy scraps. No, they pushed! For that, I must extract revenge of the highest order! I have the Eye Tyrant. Exile Shoulder because I hate her. And then I'm gonna step on them. Which is probably what they wanted anyway. GG, Glarb. Norin, Swift Survivalist. Norin can return your attacking creatures back into hand if they're blocked. Or not into hand, into Exile, where they can be recast until end of turn. This is going to be a mono-red aggro deck. It's going to be very aggressive. Turn 1, is it going to be Norin? Turn 1, it's Norin. I don't have anything to do against him on turn 1, but on turn 2, I can play Party Thresher. He likes to party. He likes to party so much. Ooh, enter the battlefield effect. So yeah, that's great. Behold, a 1/4. He's also a lizard who likes to party. Just like me. I'm a lizard who likes to party. I'll block Norin. Oh, I wonder if they're planning on killing the Party Thrasher with a Bolt or a Stomp. Royal Eruption! Okay, it's a slow bolt, but a bolt nonetheless. More of a lightning strike. A kickable, slow lightning strike. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at those thoughts. Oh, wait. Fable to Babel. I'm gonna play Fable to Mirror Breaker. Gets me a creature, gets me mana, gets me filtering. Does a lot here. Would you like to replay Norin? Inti! Ooh, Inti's fun. They could turn us into a 2/2, and then I probably don't want to block. In fact, I won't block. I'll have a better blocker soon with Prosper, because Prosper is a great blocker. I want that treasure. Oh, treasure with Kalane. We can make our blockers even better. I will drop one of these 2 lands. And that's it. Everything else I think is good. I swing in, make a treasure. I don't think they'll block with Inti. But what if they did? No, I don't think they would. They did? They did! Okay. Kalane. We get a treasure. I'm gonna spend these treasures on Prosper so he becomes a 3/6. Monkey. I bet that's in their deck too. Yeah, they're like, I'm mono red attacking. 3/6 death touch? Can't deal with that. Not good. GG, Norin. Mythweaver Poq. He's really annoying, and he makes a lot of mana. And sure, I can get rid of one thing here, but not a lot. I have some really cool treasure synergy if I can get enough land, though. So I'm tempted to be really greedy here and keep this. No, I'm gonna mulligan. We got other treasure synergy in our deck. Ooh, and stealing and board wipes. And stealing and board wipes and stealing and board wipes. And turn 1 Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you this now, Poq. I don't have any counter spells. No, they're sacrificing it. Ugh. He was just there for the mana. Well, that's a turn 1 Cultivate, which is pretty dang good. But it does also put more cards in their hand, so I can attack and steal. It was a land. I can't use that. Dang it. Ew, Poq. Yeah. Ew, Poq. They'll be able to play Poq next turn, triggering his abilities. And what can I do about it? The answer is not really anything. I like getting out Crucius here more than Fable. I guess I could have attacked first, but oh, I don't get to steal anyway. Yeah, too many cards in hand. And I'm going to drop, I think, Mayhem Devil, because just pinging things, like even their face, I don't think will be enough. I'm gonna go for lesser, so I can hopefully get like Prosper and something else out. Mayhem Devil, if they were also like running a bunch of weenies, would be good. But no, they are a big creature deck. They have a big chunky Poq here. Well, let's Poq and roll. I think the cards from my deck will be more useful than the cards from their deck. I'm going to drop the land and look for something that costs more. Okay, that's a land. Okay, and Chandra in Exile. You sure did tap that manually. Maybe they don't know about QQ. Here's like a cool tip. By the way, this is going to be disgusting because they're going to get like 12 lands. If you press QQ, it taps all your lands. Also, I hate that Poq does not die to state-based actions here because this hasn't finished resolving, so it hasn't been checked yet. Curse you, Poq. I was hoping I would get like a Baleful Mastery or Infernal Grasp, something that could kill Poq. These are all going to come in untapped, except for Arid Archway, since that comes in tapped anyway. And they're going to get all these copies. Gross. Why you like this, Poq? I wish everything killed Poq. I mean, even if they could Scapeshift and, like, leave one thing on the board, it would still be so much value. Gwenna. When they're this far ahead on lands, it really doesn't do much to kill their stuff. I will chump block with the Robber of the Rich. Killing him with Prosper sets me back, and again, they can just recast it. Exiling the top card, and it is a Thoughtseize. I'll cast Thoughtseize. Use up one of those treasures. to make another treasure. This is a problem, but this would kill me next turn. Don't you love when there's just, like, no actual answer? You think Chandra's voice lines are BM? Yeah, Nyx Bloom. Multani has Trample, by the way, and will be the same size as Poq, plus all the lands in the graveyard. So we want to wait for those to come down, and then we'll wipe the board, and then we'll cry. I will drop Shattered Skull Smashing. Look for something bigger. Okay, Crime Novelist. That's a fun way to get more mana. We have a Rahilda in Exile from Prosper. Oracle of Moldiah lets them play additional lands and lands off the top of their deck. I'm very ambitious. Hello, yes. This is Poq. Nyx Bloom Ancient coming into play. They didn't have the Gwenna, so they can just tap it now and still use it for the Multani. And then they can tap it for 3 mana! No, wait. 6 mana! Wowee. I guess you have to manually do that. They didn't. Okay, fine. Mythweaver Poq! Coming at my face! I mean, I'm planning on wiping the board, so I think we block with Crucius. Since the others can do something next turn, he'll just be dead. We know they have a Thorn Mammoth coming up. I'm going to drop... I mean, Gonti gets rid of the Thorn Mammoth, but there's always going to be more threat from them. Crime Novelist, you're so fun, but you're not what I crave right now. I think the Crime Novelist could have been a good keep. Just bank my treasures. And they can put Multani back into hand. That's, I think, what they plan on doing. It's like, it's good for them to return things to hand. You know, since you did take out the biggest creature, I think this is worth 15 life. Oh wait, Poq. That's fine, I'll follow up with Sheoldred. Did they already double land this turn? I don't even know. Like, I was planning on following up with the Sheoldred anyway. Oh wait, they're returning the lands first. Okay, no, they're just letting that happen. So I replay Prosper. And then next turn, will I have enough to play and flip Sheoldred? Who knows? Why'd they crack Fabled and boost Poq? Because they realized that if they were going to return Multani to hand on that turn, he would have died anyway. I'm a little worried about that Shifting Woodland, though, because I just realized that Shifting Woodland, because they put an enchantment in their graveyard, because Nyx Bloom Ancient is an enchantment, is, yeah, it's gonna do the thing. Also can kill me. Shifting Woodland's kind of crazy, kind of cracked. Slurpee. Hi, next Will Ancient. Yeah, that's like, this would have been lethal if it was still in their graveyard. Huh. Who'd have thunk? They have enough mana to replay Poq. I don't have good ways to deal with the woodlands. They went for a colorless land for the double on Poq. Okay. Not gonna replay Multani this turn? Okay, they could have replayed Multani that turn. They did not. They chose not to. Cool, I can exile their graveyard. Love a good top deck. They'll crack the land. No, they won't? Okay. Neat. All right. Can't flip the Shelly anymore, but that's okay.
Today's my lucky day.
Wish I could cast it. Can't. Don't have enough mana. A perfect bog champ. Why aren't you cracking that? That's because they just don't think they need to, because they don't. Emrakul World Anew. That's gonna steal my creatures. Not playing Poq. I think they could have played Poq and then done that. Maybe it's Multani time? I have a board wipe, so like there's a way for me to regain the board state. Wish you didn't cost 8, but you do. Making me kill my own beautiful critters. Tragic. I can steal that Multani from their hand.
This'll be easy.
But I'm born to Zorn? Nah. Gotta hit the Multani. Takes away their trampling threat. They're back up to 2 types in their graveyard, land and creature. They scry. Oh, had they returned a copy of Zalfrin Void to their hand at some point? Silly Poq. 8 to Manorborn, the other one. Llanowar Elf! My nemesis. And Elvish Mystic! My god. Why are you replaying Poq? Okay. Listen, you have plenty of mana. If only they had Friendhorn Elves. Wouldn't that be a time? I hate that this doesn't guarantee me stealing a card.
Yup, you're going down.
But I'm still gonna try. We gift you a card. Don't be a land, give me something good. It's the other 1-drop! Sure, alright. Poq does Poq things, refunds his cost. And I'll be blocking it with Prosper. Three hobbits. Can't they attack with fake Emery? I don't know what you're talking about. What's fake Emery? They're not in blue?
Today's my lucky day.
Does that use every single bit of mana? Warlock. Warlock and load. Oh, using shifting woodland. Okay. No, they cannot. They don't have delirium because I bejuked their bog. Siebes, thank you for the sub! Block the Elvish Mystic. Block the Poq. Bunch of creatures die. They'll have Valky, I guess. Connive. It all goes into the graveyard because my hand's empty, but he's bigger. Now he can block.
It's gonna hurt.
I should have done that first. In case I got, I don't know, something that cost 1 black. So bejuked their bog. So far, by the way, they are just drawing lands. Oh, okay. Sure. Hi, Roaming Throne. It's nice having you. Urbrask will make it so, like, just cards will be, only put into exile.
This'll be easy.
Nice. Stealing. Yep. No, I think I will deserve an Ulamog soon. Perhaps even next turn I will deserve an Ulamog. You swing in, I'll be blocking, I think, with the Decadent Dragon. I'll leave these two back. In next turn, if I turn Valky into Multani, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power. With Trample. Which, if they attack with Poq, would be lethal. Okay. Foreign collects. Nice 1 ring, actually. Let me just, like, get some mana. 1 sec.
Today's my
Let
lucky
me just, like, sacrifice this treasure. 1 sec. We have a lethal attack. And finally, we win! Difficult battle against a very annoying commander. Chi-Chi. Jadar, Ghoulcaller of Nephalia. Makes a zombie every turn you don't have a creature with decay, which means they always have something worth sacrificing. Or it'll actually sacrifice itself because it dies when they attack in. I have some ramp, some removal, a good blocker for Jadar and his zombies. Seems like a nice hand. You can even start by scrying. Guess I'll name red since I just got another black source. I have the Eye Tyrant. Cool. I'll play that next turn. We'll go ahead and get rid of that thing. We could use the drum for it, though. Probably get him back out next turn. Vampiric Rites is very cute, though, with this, because you can wait until after damage is dealt with the sacrifice on the stack, and then sacrifice it in response. Oh, Undead Augur. That is a zombie that would be dying. Time to draw more cards. Oh, I wonder if they'll go to draw 2. Yeah, they're totally doing it. So they're going to use a Springleaf Drum, tap the Undead Augur to generate a black mana so they can sacrifice this to draw 2 instead of just 1. Nice. Tap, tap. Making sure I'm leaving up some red mana. Or Rahilda. No, Ironcrag, I want you to be mana. Thank you. They're thinking about what they want to do. They could just replay Jadar. No, Plaguecrafter, they're gonna get rid of my Rahilda first, since it's a good blocker against them. And tap it for mana? Okay, they didn't tap it for mana before the sacrifice happened. Now they're gonna exile a creature artifact from my hand. Well, there's only one target for that, so goodbye, Cold Steel Heart. Nice knowing ya. I could play Prosper, or I could heist. I want to heist. I want to steal. I'm going to drop the Swamp here, because I think Bojuka Bog will probably be just good to play. And, wow, those are very sacrificables. It goes back to their graveyard. And none of those are that exciting for me. I will Bojuka their Bog. Now I have another 2/2 with First Strike. Again, good at stopping the zombies. Hi, Jadar. No, Ironcrag. Ooh, the One Ring. They don't know that I have their spawn. That's fine, it's a symmetrical card. That is not a symmetrical card. Their creatures dying will drain me of life. And the DJ! Ooh, that's gonna be like my target for removal here. I need to get rid of this whenever I can. They won't be able to target me next turn if I play the One Ring. Cool. I just want to get a ping in here. So I could play the Spectacle Cost on Spawn of Mayhem. That will get me 2 treasures, one from Prosper, one from Lootmonger. Play Takanuma, Mind Stone, the One Ring. We get ourselves some protection. So the priest can't touch me. They can touch me in upkeep. Morbing time. A fine time for all. Yeah, the way that Priest works is you actually target any number of players. You can technically even target yourself. It's not opponents, it's players. I've never targeted myself with it, but I've definitely like played against somebody who had protection and been like, well, it's letting me touch this avatar and not this avatar. I'm not gonna block because it doesn't do damage to me. It will still trigger Morbid Opportunist, Bastion of Remembrance, and they can still sacrifice it to this, but kind of surprised they didn't just, like, sacrifice it to Rites. I guess that keeps them with more mana up. Oh, and Undead Augur, right. I guess you don't need to draw 3 if you're already drawing 2. Mox Amber for an extra mana. They have 4, but actually 6 mana up with the Priest of Forgotten Gods. Nice, and a Woe Strider. Aw, they're gonna push the Prosper. Just Steppy. Back to the command zone. Both players are gonna get pinged. And then I'm gonna get pinged a second time. What? Who's right here? And what would I rather have? Lootmonger or Spawn? It's kind of hard to say. I don't have too much else to steal right now, but I do have Decadent Dragon. Which I could just fire off right now, see if I can steal something that's instant. Also, if they want to blank my Bone Crusher, they can sacrifice the Priest to this. Alright, let's see. Decadent Dragon. I do have black mana, so there's a chance I'll be able to play what I steal, and it was all lands. Okay. Goodbye, Lootmonger. We have so many creatures and so much card advantage. Will they sacrifice this? Not sacrificing it to Vampiric Rites or Woe Strider. Yeah, a lot of stuff sure did happen. Laughing Jasper Flint! Oh, I love that guy. He does even more crime. Yeah, I want to do more crime. At least I'm honest with myself. No, Ironcrag. Decline. Craig's always asking to transform, and I would like you to stop. It's very nice. Sometimes you do get me, like, an extra bit of lethality. Lord Skitter! Able to exile things from my graveyard. Can stop me from bringing them back with Virtue of Persistence. And Bukutai Soul Ripper, that's another way to sacrifice things. When it attacks, you can sacrifice artifacts or creatures to make it grow and give it menace. It's a cool looking mech. Go to combat. Get him with the rats. Bye, Lootmonger. I don't really need to draw off the One Ring. I like having cards. Will I die to the One Ring? Maybe. Maybe. They're eating Jasper! Aww. Well, would you like to attack? No? Okay. Draw or not to draw? I'll skip it for now. It wouldn't put me at exactly 10 life either. That would have been cute. Just like, yeah, make the spawn a little bigger. Prosper. No. Chain a couple spells together using Prosper's extra mana. And I think for the sake of trying to even out our life totals, I will attack with the spawn. I have other blockers now. Boop. This is Brawl, formerly known as Historic Brawl. You can tell because this card, this card, this card, this card, this card, and many of these lands are not legal in Standard. Oh no! There goes the spawn. There are a couple standard legal cards here, though, like Decadent Dragoness, Virtue of Persistence, and Ironcrag. They were all from the same set. They're all from Eldraine. The new Eldraine. This is from the old Eldraine. Is this gonna be attack with everything? There's a rat. I'm gonna eat the rat. Ooh, wait! Post-combat blood. Ooh, I think you might just have lethal. Wait, they might still have lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it all gets doubled. They totally have lethal. Come on. Come on, do you see it? They did not see it, so they no longer have lethal because it's not their turn, so that it's not doubled. Up, 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 up. Up, up. Hello, I'm killing you as much as I can. With sacrifice, they definitely had enough. Or just attacking in. That's alright, I'll probably still die just like a turn later. Because it's like, if I block, I take damage. If I don't block, I take damage. Being asked if I have played against Mana Drain in the format. Yes, most blue decks play Mana Drain. How fun is it? Mana Drain is not very fun. Mana Drain is a miserable card to play against. It does not make me happy to play against it. I'm not sure why you would think it would. Yeah, it could be fun for the person casting it. That's gonna be game. They had lethal on the previous turn. If they don't get the lethal here... Like, they have a Rankle, too. Yes, put cards into exile for Lelia. Now press spacebar. And we're dead. GG, Jadar. Ghalta Primal Hunger gets cheaper based on the amount of power you have in play, which means that they'll be playing lots of green creatures with big power. I'm gonna start by checking out their hands and, guess what kind of cards do you have here? That's a Llanowar Elf. I'll hit the Llanowar Elf. There goes their turn 1 play, and I can use my Lightning Bolt on the Circle of Dream Druids later. Warlock. I could also, like, Thoughtseize this Emerald Medallion. I don't really think I need to. Ooh, even more pieces of interruption. We'll seize their thoughts. Prowling Serpapard, Skullspore Nexus, the Finale. This doubles up power, this stops counters, but dies to Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna hit the Finale of Devastation. And then, throw down Robert of the Rich. Ooh, a big monkey! I will pay 3 life this turn to hold up the bolt, because I think they will play a land, and then play one of these 2 3-drops, and then I will kill one of these 3-drops. So we're going for the Serpapard. More power versus more mana. You want a Tail Swipe? I guess you didn't need the land for it. Is Tail Swipe an instant? It is. Doesn't matter, still killing this. Hey, you can kill this in response. I don't mind. I really don't. Prosper! And a land. Am I playing Magic over a tiny city? Yes, this is Emunket. This is the city, I guess, of Emunket. I don't know if it's technically a city. I feel like it is. Bone Crusher. It's played from exile, so we get a treasure. Bajuka Bog, exile their graveyard. And attack for 1. It's a huge, tiny city. Oh, you find some prisoners. I could use that to destroy Skullspore or Emerald Medallion. And they can see this, so they're like, yeah, no, I'm out of here. GG, Ghalta. Tamiyo, Field Researcher. This Tamiyo is oftentimes the subject of proliferation, trying to get her to ult, because her ult is disgusting. She casts all her spells for free. She also gets to draw some cards. Because, you know, maybe you didn't already have all the cards in hand. She can also make it so attacking or blocking draws her cards. She can lock down your creatures. She's a very rude lady. Very, very rude. Oftentimes supplemented not just by proliferation, but by board wipes and other planeswalkers in these colors. Because they can. I could go for Ramp here, trying to get out Prosper earlier. I'm going to go for Rahilda instead. I could have also played Peroxa, but I like this. Three mana now. They didn't cast any spells though, so it's now nighttime. Rahilda is going to have double strike. And they're conceding because I'm stealing 2 of their cards? Sure. Good game. Arabella, Abandoned Doll. A 1/3 toy who attacks in and drains you for life. I don't have a way to kill Arabella here, but I do have like a fun piece of ramp. So I'm still going to keep this hand. Arabella is a nasty strong Boros commander. Not just because she's sustaining herself, gaining that life, but because this direct damage that Arabella does, it adds up really, really, really fast. She might die to a lightning bolt, but like it's also just Boros aggro, so there's other cards in her deck swinging in, going wide, and taking you out. Restless Vents, I really don't want a land that comes in tapped on any of these turns. Guide of Souls, I'll just step on that. Since that will give some potential evasion, also life gain, as the game goes on. Assemble the players lets them play little creatures off the top of their deck. Like Kalane here to get a treasure. And use Agadeem's Awakening, bringing in tap. So if I use this treasure to cast a creature, it will come in with an extra counter, which is especially nice on something like Prosper, since Prosper has Death Touch, and being a Death Touching 1/4 is good, but being a Death Touching 2/5 is even better. Selfless Savior, so now I can now protect Arabella. So my Bitter Triumph will not take this out. I'm trying to decide if I want to go for Goldspan Dragon and just like swing in here, or Prosper. Let's get out the extra large Goldspan Dragon. Popping them for 5. Now it's Night Counselor. Cool. Another weenie. Aww, killing Kalane. In response, I will target Arabella with Bitter Triumph. They'll protect it with the Selfless Savior. But this does mean that they're going to have 1 less damage on Arabella. I'm going to name Warlock. Warlock and load. Play Prosper, swing with the Goldspan Dragon. That's going to give me a treasure that taps for 2, and then I'll use the treasure that taps for 2 to make another treasure by casting Bone Crusher Giant. Because it was in exile. End step, we get, ooh, Virtue of Persistence. That can kill Arabella. Perfect. This Goldspan Dragon, I think, is going to be what really wins us the game. It comes out, it's dealing a lot of damage, it's getting me ramped, and it's turning Prosper into twice as much mana. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars! Prosper's still great, and still has an awful lot of potential, though the decks it matches up against are pretty strong. Some of the coolest new additions I found with this deck are like Party Thrasher, which is just, hey, now the card's in exile, so cast it from exile. Also Convoke. It's more card selection. It's great with Prosper. There are so many cards that are good with Prosper. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description below. And if you also know cards that are good in Prosper, you should tell me in the comments, because engaging with the video by liking and commenting boosts it in YouTube's algorithm so more people will see it. And also, then I'll see cards that I definitely missed when I was brewing this deck. There's lots of, like, room for improvement in a deck like this, or just room to change things around, because there's so many different things that you can play with Prosper. A lot of people will joke, oh yeah, that card, good in Prosper, because it's true. There are so many cards that are good in Prosper, it's ridiculous how many of them there are. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.